Hi, so this is part 2 of a 2-part series. Did I just film the intro to part 1? Yes. So I posted that yesterday. In that edition, you can watch it. Annotations don't exist anymore. I'll link it down below. Anyway, here's the interview about guitar stuff with me and Cory. Cory, he's been playing guitar since he was
probably 13-ish. I took piano lessons when I was young and I hated it. And then I took guitar and I hated that. Then, for grade 6, I started playing clarinet and I loved it. But then grade 9 rolled around.
And you started noticing girls.
And I was like, there's no way I can impress them by playing Star Wars songs on the clarinet. So then I had to learn Crazy Train, because that would impress them. I can't remember. I played guitar for 10 years.
Anyway, so yeah, Cory's an experienced guitarist. He's toured Europe. He's toured Vans Warped. Yeah, no, so he knows his stuff, even more than me, if you can believe that. Number 1, how did you get to the skill level you are now, and how do you maintain it?
So when it comes to learning guitar, which is different than a lot of instruments, if you're looking at a piano or a drum kit, anyone can hit a piano key and anyone can hit a drum. Maybe not with the best technical positioning or form, but you can make the instrument make a sound. With guitar, there's a learning curve where you have to get your fingers comfortable with playing, build up finger strength. It's kind of tough to start guitar. A big reason why people stop playing guitar is because you can't make pleasant sound out of it for the first couple months.
And it hurts.
Since I learned when I was 13, I remember distinctly going home from school and watching cartoons or whatever. I wouldn't even play music. I would just play notes all over the guitar while watching cartoons. And that built up finger strength. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then when it comes to maintaining it, obviously I play in a band. When you play guitar to make a living, you gotta keep playing it. I don't know, if you keep buying guitars, you keep playing them. It's important when it comes to anything to constantly be inspired by different things. When I started playing guitar, I learned AC/DC songs, and then I went into this metal phase. Now I like to listen to John Mayer and stuff. So this is my John Mayer phase right here. So it's important to stay inspired.
How do you choose your first guitar?
You don't know what you want until you have experience with one, so don't stress too much. I would say go buy something that's $200 to $400 and start from there. You will eventually get to a point where you'll learn what you want out of a specific instrument. For example, I like to play a lot of Fender guitars. I like the way they sound. But if you were to ask me when I first started guitar, what guitar would I want? I would choose this stupid silver.
What are some mistakes you see guitarists make in the studio?
People like to focus on their left hand because they think if they can shred, they think this is what makes you good at guitar. The reality is your right hand, this is how you play guitar. So a lot of times in the studio, you'll have guitar players that they just have, they strum like a bitch. So if you're recording a rock band and you want the guitars to sound massive, you have to know how to appropriately and accurately strum the guitar to get the sound out of it. They think that if they buy the next guitar pedal or the new amp or the nice guitar, that will give them the tone, but the reality is it's all in your right hand.
How do you make a song sound original? Wait, I wrote it better. How do you make a song sound original / unique?
Ultimately, you need a good songwriter. You need to have a human element to it that people can relate to. The best way of doing that is everyone has their own story, whether you think you don't or you do. Everyone has something interesting about them. I think if you're able to deliver that in an honest way. I mean, I play in an emo rock band, so if you're able to create an honest song, it is unique.
How do you stand out?
Again, if you can include an element of yourself that no one else has, show your story, show your strengths, show your weaknesses, show your good days, show your bad days. Just communicate with your audience. Let them see who you are. We're all humans, so just show people who you are, man. You're special.
Thanks. When practicing the guitar, what are some mistakes that you've made?
I think a big one that everyone makes, and you should do your best to try and minimize it, but you will continue to make this mistake for the rest of your life. When you're playing, for one, have a goal. Like anything in life, if you have a goal, you'll put the pieces in place to get there. But the biggest thing is keep expanding what you know and practice the things you aren't good at. Everyone wants to pick up a guitar and play what they are good at. You know, it's enjoyable, it's good, but it's not really rewarding.
Is a career as a guitarist possible?
Yes, there's multiple ways to make a career out of being a musician. You can play in a band, you can be a session live player, you can be a session studio player, you can do all three. You can be just a straight up YouTube creator. Maybe you shred and you're able to gain an audience of people that like your style. I think a market that people are tapping into is if you want to be a session player, a studio session player. What they are is basically someone that can just play guitar super well, and then I'm a producer and I go, okay, for this song we need a wicked guitar part, I'm gonna hire so and so because he can play, he gets paid for his time, he lays down a track, I get a perfect guitar recording, everything's cool. Now, in this day and age, any guitar player can record themselves. If you can play guitar really well, you can learn to record yourself. So you need to create an online following where you show your abilities, and then you funnel it so people that want you to play on their records, you can record it yourself and just send them a digital file. They send you some money, and that's how you do it. So you can be an online session player.
Anything I missed?
If I would give advice to anyone, only take advice from people that are in a position that you want to be in.
Like me.
Yeah. Or like take everything with a grain of salt if they're not, kind of thing. If I want to record rock bands, I'm going to take advice from a rock producer that I admire his work. Whereas if I'm on the internet searching forums, I might be looking at advice from some guy that does it as a hobby that's like 60 years old and has like a total old school frame of mind and says that you can't make a good recording in a basement or whatever. Take advice from people that are in a position that you want to be in.
Like Cory.
Like me. Subscribe.
Anyway, I'll record an outro at home, probably.
Thanks for letting me invade your sub box, bros.
Welcome back. Let me know if you learned anything, if you agree, disagree, whatever. Thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching.
I set a trap under a tree to catch the good in me that wants to leave.
If I'm like just talking at the camera, it's like, I am Cory. Fuck!